Aryan, accompanied by the Guardian, stepped into the swirling light of the Opal. When they came to their senses, they found themselves in a world that was both familiar and strange. Towering crystal spires stretched towards a sky filled with swirling nebulas, casting kaleidoscopic colors across the landscape. Majestic creatures with wings of pure light soared overhead, their feathers shimmering like 1,000 rainbows. This was the realm of echoes, a world of pure energy and light that resonated with the deepest emotions of those who entered it. "Welcome to my world, Aryan," a voice echoed around them. Startled, Aryan and the Guardian turned to find the source of the voice. From atop a nearby spire emerged a being of pure light, taking the form of a woman with gossamer wings that seemed to drink in the very essence of the world. Her eyes twinkled with ancient wisdom, and her presence radiated warmth and kindness. "I am Lyra, the last echo weaver of this realm. You have brought light and sound back to us after so many years. Our world was fading into silence, teetering on the brink of annihilation, and now we can finally begin to heal it." Lyra led them to a grand city made entirely of crystal that hummed with a gentle melody. Here, the buildings weren't just structures. They were instruments. Each window, arch and spire resonated with a unique note, creating a harmonious symphony that echoed throughout the city. "This is the City of Melodies," Lyra explained, her voice echoing with music. "Here we used to weave light and sound into tapestries of pure emotion. But now our world is shrouded in silence, our voices trapped within us for fear of drawing the attention of the Shadowbend." Aryan learned that long ago, the realm of echoes had been a peaceful haven for beings of light. The Echo Weavers used the energy of their world to create beautiful melodies that expressed their emotions, filling the realm with joy, love, and peace. However, a race known as the Shadowbenders had invaded the realm, draining the life force from the land and trapping the Echo Weavers' voices within them. Now, without their songs, the realm was slowly fading into darkness and silence. But Aryan's arrival had given them hope. The moment he stepped into the realm of echoes, his pure heart and untainted emotions had activated the ancient Opal, allowing him to hear the trapped voices of the Echo Weavers. As they continued their journey through the eerily silent city, Lyra explained that to banish the Shadowbenders and restore their world, they needed to gather 4 elemental crystals, each representing a different aspect of the harmony of the realm of echoes. The crystals were hidden in the 4 corners of the land, guarded by manifestations of the Shadowbenders' dark magic. Aryan, determined to help the Echo Weavers and restore balance to the realm, readily accepted the task. But the Guardian, wise and cautious, warned that the journey would be fraught with peril. Each of the crystals had the power to either enhance or diminish one's emotions, and the party had to remain emotionally balanced to resist the Shadowbender's influence. With these words of caution echoing in their ears, they set off into the twilight hues of the fading realm. Their first lead was a majestic snow leopard, whose fur shimmered with icy light. It guided them through crystalline forests where the trees sang with silence and over frozen lakes that mirrored the star-studded sky. Eventually, the trail led them to a frozen wasteland guarded by a colossal ice creature whose very presence amplified their feelings of fear and loneliness. Despite the creature's intimidating roar, Aryan remained steadfast, remembering the Guardian's advice. Reaching out to touch the ice monster, he calmed his racing heart and soothed his own fears, transforming the creature's icy rage into a torrent of sparkling snowflakes that revealed a hidden grotto. Inside, resting on a bed of ice, was a crystal that pulsed with an inner light. As Aryan took the crystal in his hands, a wave of icy power surged through him, but he resisted its pull, maintaining his emotional balance. The crystal, sensing his resolve, calmed, its light merging with Aryan's own. With the first crystal secured, they journeyed onward, following the lead of a majestic silver phoenix that soared through the skies. It led them across vast deserts of shimmering sand and through canyons that whispered tales of forgotten harmonies. Their path was fraught with illusions and mirages that preyed on their hopes and dreams. But Aryan pressed on, his determination fueled by the belief that they would succeed. Finally, they reached an oasis where a magnificent crystal flowed like a waterfall from a cliff of crystallized light. However, guarding it was a fiery elemental whose intense heat threatened to consume them. Yet Aryan stood firm, channeling the calm he felt from the first crystal. He projected a shield of light, deflecting the fire elemental's attacks and soothing its raging flames. The fire subsided, revealing the crystal, which flowed into Aryan's hands like liquid starlight. With 2 crystals secured, they journeyed deeper into the silenced realm, following the guidance of a wise old Trint whose roots ran deep within the earth. They crossed plains of shattered crystal where every step echoed with despair and traversed forests of petrified light where memories of past joys turned to ash. Eventually, they arrived at a grove where the very air vibrated with sadness. There, amidst the withered trees, sat a crystal as grey and lifeless as the surrounding landscape. But Aryan saw past the crystal's dull exterior and felt the faint flicker of life within it. With a touch, he poured the light of the 2 previous crystals into the lifeless stone, infusing it with new purpose. As the crystal absorbed their light, it blossomed, its facets gleaming with renewed life. The crystal accepted Aryan's gift, becoming a vibrant green, symbolizing nature and renewal. With 3 crystals gathered, they ventured forth, following the song of a tiny crystal sprite. It led them to a mountain peak that pierced the heavens, where a final crystal waited atop a spire of pure white crystal. But guarding the crystal was a tempestuous storm elemental, whose raw power threatened to tear their world asunder. Aryan and his companions braced themselves against the storm's fury. But it was the Guardian who stepped forward, his ancient wisdom shining brightly. He calmed the storm, not with brute force, but with understanding and respect, showing the elemental the beauty within the storm itself. The storm elemental, sensing the guardian's pure intentions, calmed, revealing the final crystal which pulsed with the combined light of the four elements. As Aryan reached for the crystal, the sky cleared, revealing a brilliant star-studded expanse. The realm was responding to their actions, its own light beginning to return. With all four crystals gathered, Aryan and his companions returned to the City of Melodies. The sight that greeted them was one of utter devastation. Many of the crystal buildings had crumbled into shards, and the once vibrant city was now shrouded in darkness. But Aryan could feel the faint echoes of life still present within the city's heart. Following the lead of the crystal song, they repaired to the central plaza, where a massive crystal spire hummed with the combined light of the four elements. As Aryan approached the spire, Lyra stepped forward, her eyes filled with gratitude. "Aryan," she whispered, "you have brought light and sound back to our world. We cannot thank you enough." Placing the crystals at the base of the spire, Aryan closed his eyes and focused on his emotions, seeking balance within himself. As he opened his eyes, the spire erupted in a brilliant flash of multicolored light, bathing the city in a warm glow. The light spread, mending broken crystals and awakening the slumbering city. The citizens of the realm of echoes, freed from the grip of the Shadowbenders, began to sing, their voices weaving together in a glorious tapestry of sound. The city resonated with laughter, joy, and love, each emotion given voice. It was a celebration of life, light, and harmony. In the days that followed, Aryan spent time with the Echo Weavers, learning about their world and helping to rebuild their city. He discovered that the realm was more than just a place of light and sound. It was a reflection of the emotions of its inhabitants. With the return of their voices, the realm began to heal, its very essence rejuvenated by the harmonious symphony of emotions. However, Aryan knew that his time in the realm of echoes was coming to an end. The Guardian had sacrificed himself to calm the storm elemental, and the opal was fading, its light ebbing away. With heavy hearts, Aryan and Lyra stood before the now silent Guardian, paying their respects to the hero who had given his all to help them. As the time for departure neared, Lyra gifted Aryan with a small crystal vial filled with the essence of the realm of echoes. "This will help you remember our world and the songs we have sung," she said, her voice echoing with emotion. With the vial in hand, Aryan stepped into the swirling light of the opal, leaving behind the realm of echoes and returning to the familiar surroundings of Serene Valley. The valley seemed different now, quieter, dimmer. The oppressive presence of the Shadowbenders was gone, replaced by a profound stillness. Holding the crystal vial close, Aryan felt the connection to the realm of echoes pulsing within his hands. He realized that the adventure had changed him, filling him with a newfound appreciation for the power of emotions and the importance of balance. Aryan knew his life would never be the same. He was no longer just a boy from a quiet village. He was a hero of two worlds, a bringer of light and harmony, forever connected to the realm of echoes. And as the crystal vial pulsed in his hands, he knew the spirit of the realm of echoes would forever be with him, reminding him of the importance of emotions, balance, and the strength that comes from believing in oneself.